Well, in the world, Bo, for everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. Yes, you yourself couldn't have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and we definitely and greatly appreciate it. First of all, if you watch the show after we gone live already, make sure you put a what in the world Bo in the comments. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. We will definitely and greatly appreciate it. Um, so all right, but yeah, hold on one second. My apologies, y'all. I just wanted to get all my curse words out to Coach Roney before I started the show. So, um, all right. So,
You all right?
okay. So, all right. All right. So, all right. First of all, y'all might ask Big Low why you got these sunglasses on, right? Um, I took a nap and
A nap of frustration.
so Coach Ronnie will tell you whenever I take a nap, I don't take naps during the day. But whenever I take a nap, either I'm A, really tired, or B, I'm frustrated and I just need to give my brain a chance to just to rest. And today it was the latter. Um, so I had the sunglasses on because I don't want y'all to see the sleep in my eyes, but I also don't want you to see the hurt.
Wait, see the what?
The hurt in my eyes. I don't want y'all to see
Oh my
this. This will hurt me, y'all.
god.
This one hurt me. Also, I want y'all to know that this is named a regular coaches meeting because this isn't an emergency to me because an emergency is when something happens that you don't expect. And last night on the show, I asked everybody.
Well, get your I told you so moment. Get your I told you so moment, Big Low.
Last night on the show, I asked everybody, do y'all think it's a situation where Raheem Morris is a concern going into the 2025 season? So I felt like he was a concern. And today it showed.
Now, what does that mean, though? How did Raheem Morris show? Because a lot of people are putting the blame on Zach Robinson, not Raheem Morris.
Who?
And, more people are putting it on Koo as well.
Do we know what a hierarchy is?
I do.
So in the coach's hierarchy, Zach Robinson is he? So if Raheem Morris is here, right? This is Raheem Morris.
Mm-hmm.
Raheem Morris, does Zach Robinson go here or does he go here in the hierarchy?
I believe he goes below Raheem Morris.
So he goes here. No, you're saying he goes here.
Below.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure just for. So you're saying he goes here.
Yes.
Raheem Morris is here, and he goes here. Okay, so that's why I feel like it's Raheem Morris's fault. Also, he said, Raheem Morris said, what was it, 2 months ago, or at the beginning of training camp or before training camp started, he said Young Wei Koo has emotional equity with me. Well, I be doggone, boy. I didn't know we were buying houses with emotion.
Emotions.
I did not know we were buying houses with emotions. So moving forward, it's one of those situations where you definitely have to consider Raheem Morris's fault in this situation. We're insurance. Look, both of us are insurance professionals, and what's the first thing we do whenever we get an insurance claim?
Figure out who's at fault.
We figure out we have to do our liability investigation. So tonight we're going to do our own liability investigation on why we lost this game. Could you at the end of the day, we're doing our own liability investigation with Raheem Morris. So first of all, we got to show love to everybody that's showing love to us. I apologize. I had to go on my little soliloquy. You know, I'm hurting, y'all. I'm hurting. Coach Willie Dot says, Coach Lowe, not playing the starters in the preseason only works if you win game one. I'll say that one more time for the people in the back. Not playing the starters only works if you win game one. Otherwise, you're opening yourself up to scrutiny. Lost totally on the coaches. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman check. If you win game one, I put out a video. This man got completely disrespectful with D. Orlando Ledbetter. Oh, I don't have to play the starters. I mean, that's my decision. I played my starters. I played James Pierce and Jalen Walker. Who's this guy? What is he? I just getting completely disrespectful. Not playing the starters only works if you win game one. Matthew Stafford got epidurals and everything else before the season. Hadn't even really practiced in training camp. But guess what they did today? One game one. So Willie Doc, you definitely hitting the nail on the head. You had one of the most flush nail strikes with the hammer whenever you made that comment. Coach Ronnie, before we start dissecting this whole thing and start doing our liability investigation, do you have any feelings?
I would just like to say to all the members of my congregation, I'm calling upon my co-pastor Padre to say, hey, ho,
No, you ain't.
Young Way Crew has got to go. Hey,
wow.
Young Way Crew has got to go. I'm sorry. Wow. He got to go. He's got to go. And I don't blame him for the loss because there's a lot going on that we saw that caused that loss. But I do blame him for missing that field goal. 100% blame him for missing that field goal. Same way he missed all 9 last year, all at the end. It's at a certain point, field goal kickers just sort of lose it. And when they do, you got to let them go. You got to move on. It doesn't matter what they did before. What matters is the state they're in now. And at a certain point, the leg goes.
Well, the crazy thing is, Coach Ronnie, is that it's not just field goal kickers that lose it. Yeah. Everybody loses it.
Yeah.
Everybody loses it. The thing is, you have to be the person as a front office, as a GM, scouting department, as a head coach. You have to be the person to have the wherewithal to say, hey, Young Way Cool missed a lot of kicks at the end of last year. We might want to consider before we move forward. You know, whenever we get put in these tough situations, we might want to consider if it's a situation where we're going to run it back with Young Way Cool this year. You also might want to consider, bringing someone else in to have a legit competition. I mean, yes, they brought Lenny Craig in, but it didn't feel like it's real. What did Casey and JoJo sing back in the day? Tell me it's real. It didn't feel like it was the feelings that we feel. It didn't feel like it was real. It feel like we just brought somebody in on an international program just because we're going to Germany.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. It didn't really feel like there was a competition at all. And I was actually very surprised. You remember when I was like, well, who's our kicker this year? And you were like, Young Way. I was like, Young Way who? Because I was so sure that there was no way they were bringing him back. Not because he's, I'm sure he's a great guy, because clearly as long as you're a great guy, Raheem Morris will be like, oh, that was just a little hiccup. That was just a little mistake. I have, what did he say? Emotional investment in him or something like that. Like, I thought there was no way they were bringing him back. As many games as we lost, because he kept missing kicks.
We lost games.
And we only did one more win to go to the playoffs, and we lost so many games by less, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
This is insane.
Yes. I mean, we barely made we barely made an extra point earlier.
Yes.
We barely made it. I mean, so yeah. So we also got a couple Superman chats. First of all, Padre says, hey man, look here. Tell the bishop I dusted the pews and ordered some new hymn and new hymnals. He said the doors of the church are open.
Oh, amen.
Won't you come?
Won't you come, people?
Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. We also got a Superman chat from Coach Willie Doc. He says, sang love TKO using Young Way Cool. I'm gonna let Coach Rody. Da, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Coach Rody,
I think you better let him go. Let him go, baby.
Let him go.
Looks like another look.
Let Young Way go now. Looking back over my years, I guess I shed me some tears.
Told myself time and again this time.
Oh boy. Man. So look, let's see what everybody's talking about, man. Chase, shouts out to Chase, Dirty Fanatics United in here. What in the world, Bo? Not for everybody. He just said C, the letter C. Like see, I told y'all. Fred said stop cutting corners. It's Raheem, Zach, and Cool cost us. Daggone, man. I ain't even finna. I can't cut no corners. The coach's corner says, so Mr. Coach, are you ready to agree now that our front four are not getting there and we need to blitz way more? Crazy thing is we blitz too much. The fact of the matter is that
your next talking point?
So once again, in your liability investigation, especially whenever it comes to what Coach Roney does, you legitimately build points to why the other party is at fault. So, let's say the Young Way Cool thing is a recorded statements that we have. All right, so we got recorded statements. We seen, based off of what both people are saying, why we're pointing the fault. Now, let's get a scene diagram, Coach Roney. So we get that scene diagram. And it's one of them situations where let's look at the defense. This defense that we were looking at all season that we were hoping would get home with the front four. We used, we just blew all of our assets to get James Pierce, Jalen Walker, and Leonard Floyd, and we said, "Hey, Bo, we getting home." What's that movie that we watched when we were kids? Whenever the dogs and the cat were across country.
Homeward Bound.
We were homeward bound.
I love that movie, Otis.
We were homeward bound. We getting home one way or the other. We gonna sassy
and the old grandpa dog.
Yeah, we gonna find little Susie. We gonna get home. We didn't get home. Even after we blitzed extensively on third down, We blitzed on third. It got to the point where it was like clockwork. Is it sunny in the summer where we're blitzing on third down? A-gap blitzes, and we still weren't getting home. All Baker Mayfield was doing was stepping up and taking off running on the other side of the gap and getting 10, 12 yards of pop. He was just, little legs just going. He was just going, just running up the field. It got to the point where Coach Roney said, y'all making him look faster than he really is. I was like, well, daggone, that is true. He ain't that fast, but y'all making him look like a superstar. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I heard Usher, because T.I. was there, and I heard Usher in the background talk about, this is for you. You. My number one. Like, what? Like, what? Why do I smell cherries? Like, what? This is for you. You. My number one. I'm like, why Baker Mayfield looking like a superstar on third down? Because we're blitzing so much, and it's like we were trying to beat Todd Bowles today because we couldn't get home and blitz the quarterback, and it was a situation where we weren't getting there, and there was a little run where they were steady getting off on us on third down, and we were sitting here looking like Boo Boo the Fool, trying to get a picnic basket. We looking crazy. Our defensive-minded coach who saying, hey, we got these, we got a dog, and we got James Pierce, who, and maybe they just scared of him. Maybe they scared James Pierce gonna choke him out. I don't know what's going on, but at the end of the day, we can't get the job done. And what did we get? 1 sack? We got 1 sack today. Yeah, we just got 1 sack. We got the same amount of sacks as Nas had Mike's in the early 2000s.
Okay.
So what?
It's not. All right.
All I need is 1 sack. 1 sack. All I need is 1 sack.
That's
1
all
sack.
you got. So I'm glad that's all you needed.
Goodness gracious. So another point of emphasis on why, we struggled when it came to winning this game. We couldn't get after the quarterback like we were planning on doing. J. Rock says, was this game on Zach Robinson or Michael Penix? Well, let's look at Michael Penix's stats. One thing that I want to acknowledge, and I want everyone, I kind of want everyone's opinion on, is the fact that Michael Penix, that young Thundercat, has some heart. Mm. He has some heart. Now, the referees were way too involved in the game than they needed to be. I mean, stupid spots. Drake London, he caught a touchdown. They didn't give it to him. I mean, it was just a whole bunch of
strange.
Yes.
Too. I really don't understand why that wasn't a touchdown.
Well, y'all, everybody that was watching at home, y'all let us know. Was it one of them situations where we just didn't see it?
Yeah, our angles weren't, because they didn't really have a great angle. They mostly had his back.
Yeah.
And then when they were able to get the one on the other side, you couldn't really see. So I don't know if we just really missed like what a bobble or something like that led it to not being called a touchdown.
Man, y'all let us know, everybody who watched it at home. But what we seen on the Halo board, it looked like he just caught it. Yeah. We also got a couple more Superman chats. Shouts out to Big John. Big John says emergency is appropriate because immediate action is needed to correct the problem. This is on Zach Robinson, and he needs to stop eating vanilla ice cream. This is okay. So this is how I know that John watches the show, because that's something that I use whenever I talk about play callers. Don't be a play caller that's vanilla ice cream. Be fun. Cookies and cream, chocolate chip cookie dough, confetti. We used to eat that.
Might be vanilla.
Just add a couple sprinkles or something. Right? Like, don't be vanilla ice cream. Shouts out to John, man. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Don't be vanilla ice cream. If you're gonna do it, do it. At least if you're gonna be vanilla ice cream, make it fun and be a milkshake. Like milkshakes taste better than just vanilla ice cream. If you're gonna have vanilla ice cream, just make it a milkshake. Put a little bit of more vanilla in there with some milk, and sip it through a straw. Just be fun with it.
Sip it through a straw. A crazy straw.
A crazy straw. Let it go all around. This. Dante Spade in here with another Superman. He said, "Uh-oh."
Hey, ho, Raheem Morris and cool. Got to
know. Is it too soon? Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Hey,
you trying to get rid of everybody.
Daggone. Talk about the whole family. 30 Fanatics United. Shouts out to you, Bo. Great content. Coming out of Batchelor, Georgia, talking Falcons with a 199. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Shouts out to you, Chase. We also got Padre. He says Jalen Walker was slow dance. So he was slow dancing.
I heard that note.
Oh, you heard it? You heard it? Slow. He said Jalen Walker was slow dancing with Bucks Lyman. It says like he just got a hey. Oh, okay. A hey big head text, which is weird because he set out the whole preseason. So he should be a lethal per sources. Named Raheem Morris. Daggone. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. What in the world? That's rough. Also, shouts out to my homeboy, Big Sanchez Low Nelson. He says, Big Low, I'm currently on deployment in the Middle East. He says, I'm about to jump.
Oh.
He said, this loss hurts, Bo. Daggone.
Oh, no.
Daggone. Look, man, don't do it. Reconsider. Read some litter. Sure. You sure?
Stop it right there. We're going to stop it right there.
Okay, because I'll. Shout out Sanchez Low. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat, Bo. It's hard times. It's hard times.
He's deployed. You'll take it from first.
Sanchez, hey, look here. Thank you so much for your service. You stay safe out there, Bo. You make sure that you stay safe.
Everybody throw some flags in the chat. USA.
Shouts out to Sanchez, man. Just great people. All right, so let's look at Michael Penix's numbers, right? So, because someone said, is it Michael Penix's fault? The reason why we lost this game? So, 27 of 42, one touchdown with a passer rating of 93.2. He also ran the ball 6 times, and for 21 yards and had 1 touchdown. Mind you, he also eluded like 2 or 3 sacks. That's something that we haven't really seen in a while. He eluded sacks and threw the ball. He threw the ball pretty well. He missed a few throws. We all know that nobody's perfect, but he missed a few throws. Because the fact of the matter is that Desmond Ridder, he could run, but he couldn't run and throw, right? It's kind of, Desmond Ridder was like, rubbing your stomach and patting your head. He just couldn't do it. So it's one of those situations where we really like that he brought that to the game for us. We couldn't run the ball that well. Bijan Robinson ran 12 times for 24 yards, literally averaging 2 yards a carry. Algier ran the ball 10 times for 24 yards, completely destroying my my parlay. And but Bijan Robinson did catch the ball for 6 times for 100 yards on 1 touchdown. Shouts out, we had a Drake London sighting, unfortunately, at the end of the game. 7 catches for 59 yards. So Coach Roney, he didn't really go off. So,
He did all right, though. He did all right. It's a promising start.
Promising start. But if he does go off this season, y'all know Coach Roney has to come on stream. Drake London, he peppered Drake London for 15 targets. 8 catches, 55 yards.
He kept throwing it his way.
Man, boy, he had his eyes. He had eyes for Drake London today. DA in the comments, he says, "Cool was the dagger." Stephon says, "Cool has lost his swagger." Excuse me. Said it's time to move on. Shaka's in here, says, "Oh, it's definitely Raheem's fault." He says, "This is his team." It's exactly. My homeboy Archangel's in here, says, "I think the non-preseason games threw the chemistry off a little. So I mean, look here. So, in the words of Jesus, you yourself said it. Let's have our first vote of the night, right? I know it's late. Like I said, I had to sleep off my frustrations. Do you feel like not playing in the preseason affected how this offense played? If you feel like it did, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it did not affect how the offense played, to put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all thinking. Y'all know I wanted to play in the preseason. I feel like the best way to, you know what? I'm not even going to put the reasons why, because I don't want y'all. I don't want people to feel like I'm swaying you. I don't want people to feel like I'm swaying you. But if you feel like we should have played in the preseason, and it's one of those cases where it did affect us, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's one of those cases where it didn't, we were going to lose regardless, put a 2 in the chat. Takeoff in here says, man, I'm going to be mad if we don't win next week. Boy, if we don't win next week, look, I already got a video from last night. Whenever people were walking through the halls of Ben Griffin Stadium, all right, y'all. My bad. Look at here. One thing that Cujo Goody and the rest of the boys taught me a long time ago is that one monkey don't stop no show. So, fact of the matter is that we were talking about. Oh yeah, I told everybody to put a 1 in the comments. I had to get up. I had to get back on the phone, but I told everybody to put a 1 in the comments if you feel like it's one of them situations where if you feel like it's one of them situations where the preseason affected, or not playing in the preseason affected us um, in the in this first game of the season. Put a 2 in the comments if you feel like it didn't. So, Coach Ronnie, I can't really pull my comments up. So, can you pull it up on my phone?
Yeah, I gotta pull it up.
Okay. Yeah, if you could you highlight them for me?
Okay. Oh, I gotta get on stream how to highlight.
Yeah, you gotta get on stream to highlight them.
Okay. You might want to keep talking.
Okay. And look here, I do want to say something. Raheem Morris, you're not slick. You're not slick. I know what you're trying to do. You ain't for to stop us.
Stop who?
You can't stop us. We're gonna expose you.
Oh, you think he cut the street?
Yeah, Raheem Morris cut the street.
That is so random, though.
That is so random.
That's never happened.
Raheem Morris like, yeah, I'm gonna show him. Like, wait, what? What's going on? You ain't stopping nothing. You ain't stopping nothing. You old sorry sack of sorry, this you. Thank you. You ain't look at the end of the day. Cause look, when have you seen that happen? That ain't never happened to us. Look, you know we right here by the stadium. You think you slick? You ain't slick, Raheem. Yeah, I got you, Big Low. You think you're gonna hold me accountable? Like, wait, what? What you talking about, Bo? I got you. I'm gonna teach you, Big Low. I'm gonna teach you. Also, could you check my Gmail and give me the password and just let me back in there?
Yes, no, let me look at the comments.
Okay, check my Gmail and give me the password.
Okay, keep talking.
Um. Okay, so I'm trying to look at the what you call it. Trying to see if it'll let me look at the comments. But yeah, I feel like playing in the preseason after we scored that first touchdown, we went on a bit of a lull. If I'm not mistaken, I think we didn't score again until we scored right before halftime. We kicked the field goal, but then like close to near the end of the third quarter, we couldn't score. Um,
Man, we started off so hot.
we started off hot.
Oh my gosh.
We started off hot.
Crazy in there.
But and I called it. I said Bajan is going to score the first touchdown.
You did. You
I
were
called
right.
it. I said
Bajan was looking good today.
Bajan was looking real good.
He was looking good today.
You got it in my Gmail, baby?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Bajan was looking real good. But thank you. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to get in the stream yard here. Okay, this is an old one. Y'all bear with me. All right. We're going to get right, y'all. We're going to get right. We having some technical difficulties. Give me 1 second here. Y'all let Raheem Morris know he ain't stopping nothing. You have to do like Coach Ronnie's mama. You ain't running nothing.
That's her favorite little
That's
saying.
her favorite little saying. You know, the kids, they start acting up like, you ain't running nothing. Come here. You do that, boy, you know you done messed up. Yeah. All right, my apologies. So moving forward here, we should be good to go. My apologies. Let me get back to the chat here. Francesco says play calling horrible. We need a Ben Johnson. Yes, Ben Johnson would have definitely helped. You seen how not having a play caller for the Detroit Lions hurt them a little bit. J Rock says, J Rock's a different breed. Tree says, help me figure out why we didn't score till the fourth quarter. Because that might have something to do with their offense not being completely in sync. Shouts out to my homeboy, Let Us Pray in the chat. He came in from California today just to go to the Atlanta Falcons game. He's a content creator. So y'all make sure that y'all check my boy Let Us Pray out. We also got a few Superman chats. I apologize, y'all. Let's see here. My homeboy Shaka Zulu, he says, I was in section 117. Drake bobbled the ball. It happened right in front of me. Okay.
Okay.
Appreciate that, Shaka.
Yeah.
That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Yeah. Also, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Coach.
I was just saying we didn't get a good, clear
picture
of what happened. Every angle seems to be his back.
Yeah. Stephon Schilling says, some coaches are not meant to be head coaches. I believe Raheem Morris is one of these people. He says, we need a real head coach and GM. 6-win season incoming. Daggum. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Also, Brian Peoples in here. He says, if Koo doesn't improve by the bye week, we have to consider letting him go and bringing in another kicker. We had a whole offseason.
I was just going to say.
Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
First of all, I agree with the fact that Raheem Morris may not be a head coach. I thought it was a weird hire anyway because, we already been there and done that. I didn't want old man Belichick, but I thought it was a weird hire to get Raheem Morris. You see what's
going on with Belichick right now.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we see.
He's getting his teeth kicked.
Oh, my gosh. We see 100%.
But everybody was like, oh, yeah, nah, we should have got Belichick.
I don't know how I feel about that Terry Fontenot catching a bullet on a stray. Because, my goodness, she talking about a new head coach and GM. I was like, hold on now. I agree with some of that. Not all of it. I agree with some of it. Not all of it. Chill out. But as far as me and my boy Brian talking about the bye week, I don't think he should get that much time. We just had the whole offseason. He had all of last season to mess it up. Then he had the offseason to improve. And now the first game, he's still showing the same stuff that happened toward the end of last season, where he randomly misses kicks.
Yes.
And usually they end up costing us in a major way. And I'm never one to blame the kicker for a loss because there was so much you could have done before that point.
Exactly.
But what happens when he misses that kick and you have to question, does he still have the ability to be consistent? All you ask from a kicker is to be consistent.
That's all you ask.
Make sure that point after always goes through.
Yes.
And then shorter field goals should also always go through. It should be a rarity that you miss those.
Because at the end of the day, you only have 2 jobs.
Right.
You got to make field goals, and sometimes you don't even have to do kickoffs. Right? Sometimes you only have 1 job. So the way that I look at it is there are 8 billion people in the world. If it's a situation where you're not getting the job done to the best of the ability of one of the 8 billion people, and we got 32 spots for kickers in the NFL, I don't want to sound cold-blooded or heartless, but there's somebody else that can do it.
Yeah, there is.
It's like, look, how many Division I kickers? I mean, you got 160 Division I schools. You got kickers that are finishing their collegiate career every year.
Mm-hmm. That's young legs.
That's young legs. You got
shiny elbows. Shiny kneecaps.
Shiny elbows.
Yeah, shiny kneecaps. They're ready to kick.
So, I mean, it's one of those situations where it's like, I mean, let's be honest. Whenever Raheem Morris says that Koo has emotional equity with me, he wasn't really looking for another kicker.
He wasn't, and that's his problem.
He wasn't proactive.
He be too invested in people that haven't shown you what you should be seeing to give them, I don't know, say a defensive coordinator job. Last year, his buddy, Jimmy Lake Lanier, got the job, even though his track record has shown he's not that great.
He's not that good
as a defensive coordinator, but that was his friend. That was his. We know for a fact that was his friend.
Yes.
We are not guessing this, y'all. Y'all don't know, but we have very deep connections.
Yes.
He was definitely his friend, and that's why he got that job.
Y'all.
So for him,
if you only knew.
If you only knew
what we knew.
If you only knew. But for him to feel like our team is his personal, like, his place where he can give all his buddies and his friends jobs he thinks that they could be good at, as opposed to making sure he's making the best decision for the team. I don't see, that's not head coach material.
That's not head coach material.
That is not head coach. He has to he's in that position to make the brutal calls, make the cuts that may hurt, but it's what's best for the team.
Exactly.
And last year we saw how he would not do that when it came to Kirk Cousins. He didn't do it clearly when it came to Younghoe Koo. We're still suffering from it.
Yes. We should have beat, as bad as we played in New Orleans last year.
Yes.
We should have beat New Orleans. What did we miss? 2 kicks?
We missed like 3 or 4.
We missed like 3 or 4 kicks.
A lot.
Like, you can't continue to try somebody out there who's missing 2 or 3 kicks in a game that's costing you the playoffs. You can't do that. Excuse me. Also, let's see here. We got excuse me. Ooh. We got a couple more Superman chats. We have Iron Mike in here. Now, Iron Mike, he commented whenever we did our post-game reaction, he was like, I ain't even finna say nothing. I'm scared I'm gonna get in trouble.
No.
I'll save it for
what?
I don't know what he was gonna say.
What was he gonna say?
I don't know. He said, I'll save it for the coaches meeting. Also, I need y'all to do a country boy a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. I don't know how many people are watching right now, but y'all know what the goal is for every show when it comes to the likes. So do a country boy a favor, hit that like button. Iron Mike says, it looked like Zach Robinson need more snaps in the preseason too. Play calling was terrible. Hello. He put a Y in there. Hello. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Now, I'm glad that you mentioned that, Iron Mike, because what the Falcons did this year, they let T.J. Yates call plays in the preseason.
Oh, really?
Yes.
For the offense?
Yes.
He was calling, like the offensive coordinator, he was calling plays?
He was calling plays. He's the quarterback's coach.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he was calling plays for the offense. Uh-huh. Because, and you heard me say this before, Coach Roney, and coach staff, y'all have heard me say this. A head coach's job is to coach the coaches just as much as it's to coach the team. The head coach's job is to help his coaches get other jobs. Uh-huh. Now, Zach Robinson let T.J. Yates call the plays to get experience in calling plays in the preseason. Mm-hmm. But looking at the plays that he called today, his play calling muscle obviously wasn't stretched. Because
you're saying he was predictable?
Yes, he was predictable, and the plays really didn't make any sense.
So give some examples. What didn't make sense?
It's 3rd and 1. It's crazy. I didn't even have to think about it.
Yeah, that was really fast. It was almost as if you were waiting.
Yes. Yes.
All right, it's 3rd and 1. What about it?
All right, it's 3rd and 1. We run. We're in pistol. We put the tight end in motion him across the offensive line, and motion him back. And we try to run the ball out of pistol, and we run into a brick wall.
As we've been doing all game?
As we've been doing all
day. They were shutting that run down.
They were shutting it down. So,
I mean, what's your critique about that?
Well, I mean, first of all, just like you said, they've been shutting it down. The inside run wasn't really working that well. But if you just need a yard, why are you running ISO out of pistol? Why are you trying to run up the middle out of pistol? Do we not have an I formation in our play calling book? Like, is it not a situation where we can get a lead blocker? It felt like it was a situation where they didn't put that much thought into trying to get 1 yard. You made a great point earlier on, before I took my nap, whenever you said you always felt like our offense struggles whenever they can't get a yard, whenever it's short yardage situations and they can't refresh the downs. That's a sign of an offense struggling, right?
Yeah.
So you run that on third down, then you turn around on fourth down and you run the same thing.
Same
thing.
same.
The same exact thing.
Like, that hasn't been working. What's happening here? We just need a yard.
We just need a yard.
Why are we starting 5 yards further back? We just need one. Oh my goodness, that's so.
You run you do the same thing.
You can't get a yard ever.
Yeah, you know what that feels like? That feels like the Mike Smith era.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Whenever whenever we lost games because we couldn't get a first down.
Be in the red zone. Couldn't convert.
Like,
it's like 3rd and goal. We just need 1 yard.
Yeah.
Bring out the kicker. Bring out the kicker. Because it's just like you're not gonna get it. Man. I don't know why it's so hard to get a yard.
Man, and what's crazy is you did this so they ran a little montage in the Benz today, and they was like showing love to Matt Bryant. And Coach Ronald was like, "We miss you, Matt." I was like, "Wow, Coach Ronald." Then before Koo missed anything.
Koo been inconsistent for a while. He's missed plenty.
Meanwhile,
I'm not just going off of today. Unlike Raheem, I don't have no emotional investment in somebody that's not helping my team win.
Meanwhile, I was sitting over there singing Monica to myself. I just want to go back to being the same. L. Hunt, he came with the Superman chat. He said preseason like a mug. He says Bijan dropping passes and fumbling, Drake dropping passes. They look like they thought they was in preseason game today. Jesus, that's a Superman chat. You're right. They were playing like they were in their first preseason game. We called it, and it's one of them situations where now we got to make up, and we're starting a game behind like we always do. And how many times do we miss the postseason by a game? It happens over and over and over again. But then whenever someone says something to coach about it, you get smart and you get an attitude. And I mean, try to shut my stream down. Lamar says Koo is inconsistent.
But you ain't shutting nothing down over here.
You ain't shutting nothing down. Lamar says Koo is inconsistent. He's consistently missing kicks. So he's consistent kind of. That's a Superman chat. Yeah. Craig has hashtag cut Koo. Daggone. This is a hashtag now? He says Koo is 27 to 37 on field goals since 2024. That's crazy. That's a Superman chat. Also, the eye test says we still need 3 fat, stinking, chitlin chewing, down by law, 3-strike, diesel breath, knock need, hammer toed, work release defensive lineman. We still small. Dang up. That's a Superman chat. Good.
A couple of strikes.
Yeah, people with a couple of strikes. Nothing to lose. Oh, man. But look, y'all are definitely right. So it's one of those situations where whenever you look at it, like, who does that come back to? So we got the recorded statement. We got a scene diagram. Well, daggone, that's a police report now out there saying that you just ran into the back of these folks. It's looking like you might be at fault, Bo. Yuri says, he says, I'd have Dave Ragone as offensive coordinator again over Zach Robinson. Come on now. Yuri, come on.
Good old days.
Come on, Yuri.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
And we knew who they were.
Those were the days. You talk because you
went to Waffle House menu. At least. Look, I'd rather know I'm going to lose than have false hope. Because today I really felt bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. Because I really thought, like, Raheem Morris was like, I don't need preseason. They're good. We're ready to go. And I was just like, I mean, okay, we know we have a lot of talent out there. He knows that his job is looking a little shaky. He wouldn't do something that would clearly make it where we're going to be questioning his position with this team. All right, I guess, all right, I'm going to trust the process. Went in there, first drive, killed it. Looks great. They look great out there.
Look real
first
good.
Drive. And then all of a sudden, you just see, terrible decision making, and you're just like, wait a minute, what is happening right now? What is going on? We should be winning this game. We should be killing these folks. Why are we going for it on 4th and 1 when we have all the momentum? We don't need this.
We got all the momentum.
And they have, oh my God.
I mean, the first quarter, we putting all kind of pressure on Mayfield. It's like, okay, we scored. We up 7-0. It's like, okay, let's kick the field goal.
Right.
Like, nah, let's go for it.
No, go for it. Like, what?
Wait. Oh, okay. We haven't run the ball good all day now.
We have not been running well. That first thing by John, but that was a pass.
Yeah, that was a pass. Yeah, that was a pass.
We haven't been all day.
Exactly. Shouts out to Trey Purdy in here. Jonathan Lopez says Winfield Jr. in the secondary, Ty Bowles knows how to put together a defense. I mean, look, I'd have to acknowledge it. Like Ty Bowles, he's been doing it for a long time. Yosemite Blam says we're going to win at practice. We trust cool. Raheem. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. I mean, that sounds like a very Raheem Morris-esque statement. Falcons fan says Dave Ragone was a scrub, but he made sure your DoorDash order was right. Like, he would make sure that you got the syrup that you wanted because you like your pancakes extra syrupy. Money Man says 4 drops, run the ball on 4th and 1. Yes. I mean, also another thing that we got to consider, all of the pre-snap penalties that we had. So many times we had to work from behind the sticks because the offensive line looked like they had just played together for the first time ever. I mean, because, you got 2 new offensive linemen on the team. It would be really good if you had a situation where you had some games that you could practice that really didn't go against your record. If we had that, I think that would have really helped our offensive line and just helped the offense all together. Man, I wish they had something like that, like games before the season. But do we have any preseason? That
before the season, where you said, I don't know, workout kinks. It doesn't matter.
Just work kinks out.
To get some experience and test things out, see where maybe some more improvements could be made in practice.
Yeah.
To help you prepare for when games do matter.
Yes.
That would be smart.
That would be,
man. Something like that.
Man, just running these guys out here.
Seasoned winning head coaches should also take advantage of that and play their starters in these situations. Just in case. Maybe they could be helpful toward the rest of the season.
Talk like Andy Reid.
Maybe people like him.
Who be in the Super Bowl every year.
Yeah, who goes to the Super Bowl all the time.
That would be good. Man, we had something like that, boy. Man. Padre says, run me Brian Flores. I've seen enough. It's just one game, Padre. You done got naked. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Good grief. Also, Iron Mike says, why does Raheem have these radical ideas? This team not good enough to have the coaches passing the play calling controller around after every quarter. Yes. Like, now, okay, you get them now, TJ. The world. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Like, goodness gracious.
Like Pro Football Focus experience has led me to be the best offensive play caller ever. So, TJ, I'm going to let you take a couple down. You got it.
I don't need practice.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Man.
That Raheem Morris mentality. Don't nobody need practice, huh? Everybody just so good.
Like, hey, Raheem, cool is like 70, like 69%, like the last ever since 2024, right? Yeah, but he's gonna make this one though. Like, okay. I hear you.
I think Padre put in the chat earlier that Raheem coaches off of vibes.
Raheem's coaching is kind of like Lauren Hills. You know, she might perform, she might not. It's all about how she feeling that day. Goodness gracious. So I apologize, guys. I didn't really get a chance to see what y'all said as far as like the whole preseason situation, but I mean, yeah, I feel huh? Okay, yeah. So if you could let us know if you feel like not playing in the preseason affected us today. If you feel like it affected us negatively, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it didn't have anything to do with playing in the preseason, put a 2 in the chat. I just know that the best way to prepare to play football is to play football. I mean that's just me. I apologize for asking y'all to do work twice, but look, it is what it is. You know, because the thing is that I know people are saying, "Hey, playing 20 snaps in the preseason, that doesn't mean anything." You're getting your body ready. You're getting your body ready to play football. You know, the whole adrenaline rush and being out there in a game, in an NFL game, you got to get used to that, right? So I feel like it does affect things. Also, I know I done asked y'all before, but if you could do a country boy a favor and make sure that you hit that like button. I promise you, if you hit that like button for me, I'll dance at your wedding one day. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. I don't know how many people we have in here watching right now, but I would definitely like to know if we've gotten past 100 likes. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. So let's see what everybody's thinking. De Niro in here. De Niro, you might as well change your name to Money, bro. De Niro says 2. He feels like it didn't affect the preseason. This might be Raheem Morris's burner account. You know, he says 2.
Maybe he don't feel like it.
I just playing with you, De Niro. I just playing with you. Scorpio, Brandon, Chris, they felt like it affected the home opener. Dreesy, Rick, Dirty Bird, Antara, Shaka Zulu, they feel like not playing in the preseason affected us negatively. Clowns, Marcus, ATL, Go Man, they feel like it did affect us negatively. Atlanta Doll says it would have been 3rd and forever when Root made that penalty. Yeah, man. Yes. A1 South says that play calling was better than offensive opener talent made it look sloppy. Yes. Dirty Bird feels like it did affect us. Shouts out to my homeboy John Brooks in here. He says, Big Low, I'm not calling Cool by his name anymore. I'm calling him Ray Finkel from here on out. Hashtag laces out. Oh, man. Ace Ventura, pet detective. Chris says, boy, he feels like it affected. Hey, that was a good reference, John. Lamar says 2. Offense started off fast. Cool played in the preseason, but we are here. But the thing is that the offense, it would have gave him more opportunities to kick, even though he played in the preseason. At the end of the day, the offense stalled. Yes, we started off fast.
Did you have any other kickers?
Lenny Craig.
He did play in preseason?
He made that 58-yard field goal, then turned around and missed like a 42-yard field goal after that. So it was like it was an emotional roller coaster. Willie Dot says 1 all day. He feels like not playing in the preseason affected us. Blue Jacket says nobody's playing in the preseason. Most offenses look like trash week 1. That is not true.
Did they?
That is not true.
Did they all trash?
A lot of offenses played in the preseason.
Yeah.
A lot of offenses. The Chiefs played in the preseason. The Chargers played in the preseason.
Look, I'll say this. It's all right to have your own opinion, but let's speak on the facts of the matter.
Yeah, there's a lot of offenses that played in the preseason. Let's see here. Keelan says, shout out to you for that 5 shoulder lean video. Appreciate that, Keelan. He says, we need a Cool remix.
Oh, no.
He says miss wide right and left, and now he off the team. Off the miss wide right and right left, and then he off the team. Off the team. Off the team. Make sure you put them laces out, cause he off the team. Off the team. You a fool, Bo. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. Let's see here. Carl Thomas said he feels like it affected us negatively. Yuri first regular season game in the season ticket seats. He says if we don't win next week, then I'm going to crash out in Minnesota.
Oh boy,
man, they don't want you. Look here, you don't want to make Yuri mad. Anthony White's in here says get cool off my team now.
Wow.
So the crazy thing is that I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying, hey, y'all need to go ahead and release him tonight.
Wow, people are saying tonight.
Who's supposed to fill in? I don't think they even care.
You got 6 days. Find somebody. Huh?
I don't think they even care.
Damn.
I mean, do y'all think we should move on from Cool like now, or do y'all?
Oh yeah, I think you should move on. I think you should have been moved on. Like I said, I was shocked. I was like, "Who's our kicker?" Because I knew for a fact we were going to have somebody else.
Man, Kasim says he feels like playing in the preseason doesn't matter. Silk Legacy says he feels like it does. So, Padre says literally no team didn't have their offensive starters take a snap in the preseason. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, if I'm not mistaken,
were we the only one?
I think there was someone else who, you know what, that's a statistic I'm gonna have to look up. So y'all feel like it's one of them situations where we do need to move on from Cool? Put a 3 or a 3 in the chat. Or if it's a situation where y'all feel like we need to stay and ride it out with Cool and see what he does moving forward, put a 4 in the chat. I mean, I'm just thinking about it like for his mental health. It seems like it's time to move on. Like he can't go online right now, and I'm sure his name is all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and for a kicker, like that's just going to make it more stressed out. Why even go through that? You know what I'm saying?
They're calling for his head on Twitter.
He might as well just go ahead and move on. Unfortunately, we didn't really get like a contingency plan. I'm sure. I'm sure Lenny Craig is out there, but I mean,
if he missing stuff too,
that's what I'm saying.
There's nobody else.
You should. There's somebody else out there.
That's what I'm saying. Come on now.
There's somebody else out there.
What's his name? Matt Bryant.
Matt
Bryant. You remember he said he was working at like a store stocking shelves.
Yes.
And they called him for a kicking tryout. Then he came in there and was money for years. Let's go find a person stocking the shelves with that iron leg.
That's what I'm saying. There's 8 billion people out there.
Somebody out there that can kick that ball.
Somebody can kick that ball. If you think about all the high schools that needed kickers, you know what I'm saying? Somebody kicked and somebody just didn't go to college, or, once again, there's like 160, Division I programs, and ain't no telling how many just college programs, period. NIAA programs and everything, Arena League football and Canadian football. Somebody out there could kick that ball. We also got another Superman chat from John Harrison, the eye test. Y'all make sure y'all check out the eye test, man. Great content. He says the preseason is good enough for Tom Brady. It's good enough for the Falcons. If Baltimore with Derrick Henry can have a 300-pound fullback, why can't we? Derrick Henry, a big man in his own right, but then he got a 300-pound fullback in front of him. Look, I bet you they don't have any issues getting a 4th and short or getting a 3rd and short. We literally watched the Eagles get four first downs on 4 downs on short down situations with the tush push on Thursday night over and over and over again. Why can't we do something to effectively get short yardage situations? There shouldn't be. at the end of the day, short yardage situations, there are mercy because we have the snap count. I'm just saying. Also, I'm saying that's a da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate you there, John. But yes, you're definitely right, John. It should be a situation where we should be able to figure out what we're going to do. Cassine Smith said the Eagles didn't play their starters in the preseason. If I'm not mistaken, didn't. I thought for sure I seen Jalen Hurts and them play in the preseason. I'm going to have to look that up. So I asked everybody, do you feel like they need to go ahead and let go of Koo now? Dries says, yes, now. Daggone. Still Legacy said Koo got to go. Yuri says, get Lenny in there now. April Thomas says, right now. Daggone. Dirty Bird says now. Let's see.
No, they said Hurts did not play in the preseason.
Oh, say Hurts didn't play in the preseason? Mm-hmm. That's why they almost lost to Dallas. Tay Rush says, when Zach going to realize we got Pitts? Daggone. That's rough. Keto says 3. He feels like it's time to move on from Koo right now. Like right now. Yosemite Blam says 3, yeet. Dre Murphy's in here. He says Kyle Pitts, and then he said 3. Ricky Reed says 3. Atlanta Doll says 3, yeet. Says there has to be a team that has a decent kicker on their practice squad. I mean, you're right. Dirty Bird, Groovy Tone, they all say 3, yeet. Charles says 4. Says y'all are putting the cart before the horse now. You know, y'all could be in a worse situation. Lamar says 3, yeet. Carl Thomas says 3. Slim Jong Un says they put a trash can up there. Marcus Worrells says 3. Dries Brownlee says 3, yeet. Jermaine Johnson says time to move on. Lex Zone 6 says 3. Says it's no, just this game. Koo led the league in missed kicks last season. It's over for him. So Koo led the league in missed kicks last year?
Are you shocked? I'm not. We were there for most of those missed kicks. So was Raheem, but I guess we both took away different things from those missed kicks. I don't know. I'm shocked to hear it.
Is this another situation where somebody's wrestling for their hearts?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's wrestling. It's something. I mean, he already admitted it was an emotional thing. What they say? It was vibes. It was vibes.
It's a vibe.
It's vibe. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Somebody at Heath and Deluxe was talking about that was Kurt Warner. When I was talking about his stock show. No, I know what I'm talking about. It was Matt Bryant. There's more than one store in the USA.
We're gonna look it up. Matt Bryant was a kicker for Oklahoma. Why? Coach Rhoda just fabricated this whole story.
No, I for sure remember he worked somewhere. Yes, I'm looking up right now. He worked at a pawn shop.
Oh, he worked at a pawn shop.
He worked at a store
while he was in college.
No. He kicked for a while, but he didn't have a job, and he was working at a store. And the Atlanta Falcons came and was like, "Hey, you want to come kick for us?" He was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll come kick." And he was money.
Wait a minute, what did he say?
Yeah, sure, I'll come kick. And he was like money for the next couple years. What I'm saying is, we can go find somebody like that. We go there. Look, somebody put in the chat. They were talking about who was it? Somebody, I think it was like Joanne or something. Well, no, Yosemite Blam said Kennesaw State had a kid who kicked a 55-yarder. He's a freshman. Maybe we need to try him out. Yeah. Johan Lopez said Nico Gramatica is the college kicker of the week. All I'm saying
is, the kid at USF.
Yeah, USF. The kid that won Florida that game. I'm sorry, won USF that game against Florida. What I'm saying is there's somebody out here who can kick a ball that's not on the team. And we need to be giving people opportunities to get out there and consistently make field goals and point afters. Because our guy can't do it anymore.
He can't do it no more. But see, that's the thing. We seem to continuously mess around and try to hold on to these guys longer than we need to because we have emotional equity. I hate the fact that he even said that.
You talking about we a lot? Oh, you speak French now? No, you talking about no we. I do not have emotional equity.
Oh, boy, she just be golly. All right, well, look. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Per tradition, if you've been following this channel for a while, whenever Brandon Levy comes in here and put the scissors, it's serious. He don't put the scissors for just any situation. And he just put Young Way Cool 3 scissors. He put 3 for emphasis. So look, that's a, you know what I'm saying? It's done got real. It's done got real. Last time he put the scissors there for Coach Ronnie's homeboy. You know, it was for Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith and Marcus Mariota were fighting for their hearts. And, you know, it's looking like it's a situation where, you know, Koo and Raheem Morris are fighting for their hearts or wrestling for their hearts. Y'all remember when Coach Ronnie made up that story too, y'all?
Y'all did make that up.
Like, what?
And I repeated it every week because some people are so prone to misinformation. All you gotta do is say it like it's true, and that makes it true. So that's what I did.
That is true. That is true.
All you gotta do is say it. Some people believe it.
Look here. Some of y'all content creators, y'all, they be doing that. They be doing that. They just be saying anything.
They be saying anything. People like, yeah, that has to be true. They said it. Oh, they know. They logged in the stream. You already said it. It must be true.
He'll be on here all the time. He said it.
He said it. It's true.
See the plan says Daniel Kinney from Kennesaw State is a dog.
Oh, gotcha.
True freshie. Okay. Da, da, da. That's a Superman chat. But see, the thing is that we ain't gonna be able to get him until the next 2 years. Man, Cool gonna be going 16-46 by then.
We're gonna miss so many field goals.
So many field goals. He's gonna be struggling. Clown says 112. 112. 112 has really been on my mind lately. I don't know. But it says 112 likes and 195 watching. Let's go. Make sure that you do a country boy a favor. Hit that like button for me. We definitely appreciate it.
Let me say this. Let me say this to E. We read all super chats. We're not reading that. You need to log off and go look up what DI is, because you're one of those people that believe anything someone says online. And also, let me say this too. We're not making jokes about deporting anyone. This is not the channel for that.
Yeah.
Go find a channel that supports that. As long as you're an American here doing whatever you can to contribute to society, we love you and we want you to stay here. This is not the channel that's going to support that rhetoric. Log off. Thank you so much.
Let's see. Groovy Tone says, meanwhile, Aubrey making 66 yards, smack down the middle with room to spare. Look, that's rough. That's rough. That is rough. Wait a minute. Aubrey came from the UFL? That's an example of getting a kicker from a different place. So, look, you gotta, and Willie Dot agreed with you, Coach Ronnie. Willie Dot says, yes. Yes. Big Shine Music says Bijan had way more yards. The right side was weak compared to us. Look, man, at the end of the day, like I said, we're looking back at this and we're being Sunday night quarterbacks, right? It's 11:20, so it's still Sunday night. At the end of the day, we're looking back at this as being Sunday night quarterbacks or Sunday night coaches. One thing we have to realize is that coaching an NFL team is not our job, right?
No, it's not.
It's not our job. But we know whose job it is. And we're all fans of the Atlanta Falcons. So moving forward, we're going to look at it and critique the things that he did, because all season we've been saying, in all training camp, we've been sitting here saying, hey, this is something that you might need to do, coach. And he's looking at us and talking about us like we don't.
He really is. He really is.
Why are all the coaches trying to act like we stupid?
Everybody, they feel like such a moral superiority because they are the coach, that nothing anyone can say has any merit whatsoever.
Man.
I don't know why they keep hiring those guys. Then they don't be winning. Like they feel like they have this moral superiority and they stay losing.
You got this terrible win-loss record.
They stay losing. All those coaches that condescendingly speak to the media and the fans that critique them for the past couple of years that have kept us out of the playoffs, they don't win.
Look, it's crazy. Iron Mike says, these stupid decisions Raheem is making with his heart are costing us games and playoff appearances. These are crimes of passion. He needs jail time. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Goodness gracious. These are crimes of passion. Jared J says, great seeing you at the men's today, bro. You're a celebrity down there. Also, hey, ho, ho, young way cool has got to go. Rise up, football is back. Or
hey, ho, ho, young way cool has got to go.
Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. So, yeah, all right. Iron Mike, he makes a good point, Coach Ronnie. He said that obviously Raheem Morris is making decisions with his heart. If we look back at recent history, just his year with us, right? He hired Jimmy Lake.
Oh gosh. Wait, no. Talk about who he fired to hire Jimmy Lake. Because our defense was looking so good. And he came and gave his unqualified buddy that job. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That was so frustrating.
Talk about when he fired Ryan Nielsen.
Yes.
But I mean, so the thing is that Ryan Nielsen, it could be one of them situations where Ryan Nielsen's philosophy didn't mesh well with his.
Oh, but Jimmy Lake's philosophy does mesh well. That's the problem right there. Because Ryan Nielsen took a lateral move. He didn't go to a head coaching.
Yeah.
He just took another defensive coordinator job.
Yeah.
So he could have stayed exactly where he was, running the defense as efficiently and wonderfully as he was doing.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
You're telling me Jimmy Lake's philosophy more closely aligned to Raheem Morris? Then that's an even bigger problem.
And once again, guys, we know things behind the scenes.
Yeah.
we know things behind the scenes. But the fact of the matter is that you let go of Ryan Nielsen, who had the defense looking pretty good. Pretty good with less talent.
With less talent. Yeah.
So you turned around and you hired Jimmy Lake. Then you rehired Jeff Ulbrich. So now it's like we're literally running it back with the interim head coach team from 2021, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are hard decisions. That interim team, that interim head coach team, minus Zach Robinson, it's not like they were just blowing things out of the water.
Right, exactly.
You mess around and get you said I don't know where Ryan Nielsen's at now. I know he went to Jacksonville and it didn't work.
It didn't work out for him.
I think he got fired from Jacksonville. But look, just because you get fired from one place, that don't mean that you're a bad coach.
You can appear somewhere else.
Yeah. But Iron Mike, he makes a great point. Then you turn around and I heard that you push for Kirk Cousins. And look, at the time, whenever you needed a legit quarterback, I'm not mad at getting Kirk Cousins. And thank goodness that we got Michael Penix, because Michael Penix is looking like a dog out there. But another crime of passion, and I'm glad that Iron Mike phrased it as crimes of passion. It's one of them situations where it's like, hey, Kirk Cousins shouldn't have been left to play continuously when it was obvious that there was something wrong. And that put us out of the playoffs. Now, another crime of passion is the simple fact that we're in a situation where, we kept Young way cool and we didn't really pursue any other options defensively. So we got to legitimately look at this as a crime of passion. Now, I think this is how we have to refer to these terrible decisions Raheem Morris is making whenever he's being hard-headed as crimes of passion. So moving forward, whenever Raheem Morris doesn't want to come off of his square, it's referred to as a crime of passion. Karen says, hey, everyone, just landed back in Florida. Unfortunately, not with a W. Daggone, Karen. You might want to watch some reruns of Love Island to cheer you up. Is that a rerunnable show?
No, you don't watch reruns.
Oh, okay. You just watch it
It's
that one.
live every week. You don't want to watch a rerun.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, if it was
I'm just telling you.
if it was a good show, it seemed like you just.
It's based on. Okay, move on.
Look, y'all, Coach Roney. Y'all hear is TikToks about Love Island.
No, you have not heard that recently. I've been blocking it because it got too dark.
Oh my God!
So you haven't been hearing that.
How is Love Island dark? Like it's supposed to be about love.
The fans.
Okay, all right.
Everybody wants to call everybody's relationship fake and all kinds of hateful stuff. I'm good on that. I don't do that hateful stuff.
Lord have mercy. Kerry also said Ryan Nielsen is a senior defensive assistant for the Bills now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, the doc said it too, that he's in Buffalo.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, the doc also with Superman chat, he says, would it raise or lower team morale if Koo goes? Oh. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
That's an interesting question.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, you have to acknowledge that these are pro athletes. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I was on a team, Crouton said, raise it to the ceiling. But if I was on a team and my kicker continuously lost me games and we had a chance to tie the game up, and over the last year, you led the league in missed kicks, I ain't gonna feel bad that they let you go. I'm doing my job.
Right.
You know, if I'm doing my job, you need to do yours. I mean, and like I said, that's just me. Jahan Lopez says, coaching suggestion for the Falcons, Billy Napier. He may be looking for a job.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. You know what's crazy? Johan was in the chat talking about, y'all don't know why y'all took Raheem. He ran Tampa into the ground. Raheem is just, he is not a head coach. Then he was like, wait a minute, I'm a Bucs fan. Actually, y'all keep Raheem. He's doing wonderful. Now he's suggesting other Florida trash and trying to get us Billy Napier. No, thank you.
We good.
Y'all keep that down there.
Exactly. Talk about Billy Napier. Y'all seen Billy Napier not call that timeout on Saturday?
Did y'all watch that game? Did anybody here watch that game? Somebody did because they mentioned Nico Gramatica. It was probably Johan, actually.
Oh, okay. I think it was.
Nico Gramatica. He was killing it. His kicking was looking good. But like Napier let so much. It was like a minute go when he had 2 timeouts, y'all.
He had 2 timeouts.
They were up by like 2 points or something like that. So they might have needed to have a field goal or something to seal that victory. And he just let the time go like they were good.
Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
It was crazy.
I ain't never seen nothing. I guess he was trying to let the time go out.
For what?
So the other team wouldn't have the ball for that long.
They would still need to score, though.
They would still need to score, though.
So they need some time to do that.
I do not know.
So no, we don't want Billy Napier. No, thank you.
Johan says, yeah, I'm a USF grad. It was a sweet victory. That's crazy. My cousin played basketball at USF. Tay Rush says, a big low. Throw your hat in the ring for head coach. Raheem might bite to save face. Look at here. Something needs to happen at the end of the day. Something needs to happen. I really feel like next week is a must-win game. You can't start the season off 0-2 because you still got the Bills, you still got the Washington Commanders, you got Tampa Bay again. Like you can't start the season off 0-2. If you start the season off 0-2, it's going to be a long season. All of this. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Somebody put in the chat that all the teams that started off 0-2 last year, none of them made the playoffs. So yeah, you can't start off 0-2.
Meanwhile, it's like it's just frustrating to me that every year we're just giving that first win away.
We are.
We're giving that. It's like if we know that there's 17 games in the season, I was like, well, look, I know that first game we losing, so we start off behind the 8 ball every year, and it's so frustrating. Like I just want to start out. I just want to be like everybody else and have a chance week 1.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to be like everybody else and have a chance week 1. But every time you have these coaches, it's like, y'all, think about this. Arthur Smith thought Desmond Ridder didn't need no practice.
Where Desmond at now?
Where Desmond at now?
Exactly.
Arthur Smith, think about this, y'all. Arthur Smith thought Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota didn't need any practice. Like, why do we feel like we're so smart?
Don't keep saying we. Don't keep saying we.
I'm serious. Why do the Atlanta Falcons feel like they're so smart to the point where it's like, and then whenever you ask them about it, they get mad at you.
They're mad at you for even asking, for even questioning that decision.
I mean, you sit here talking about, oh yeah, we want to make sure that we don't get nobody hurt or whatever. What daggone? What about winning? It's like one thing about injuries, especially a structural injury. Whenever it's your time, it's your time. This is football. Like it ain't. Whenever it's your time to get hurt, it's your time to get hurt. It's gonna happen in training camp or it's gonna happen in the game. I don't know. Jay says Mike Smith is king. I don't care what no man. I love Mike Smith. Mike Smith had Roddy White playing special teams. I love Mike Smith. I love him.
I mean, we knew we were gonna walk away with a winning season.
Exactly.
We knew that.
We knew that. We knew we were gonna be in that. We knew we were gonna be disciplined.
Yeah.
Carl Thomas says no franchises do things like this, but poverty franchises. That's rough. Brian Little says Desmond in Cincinnati.
On the practice squad, I think somebody said.
Yeah. Yuri says Mike Smith had us 5 straight winning seasons too. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh, the Bills did win. Okay. I need to check because I know I had Josh Allen on one of my fantasy teams. As a matter of fact, Kerry, I don't know if Kerry's still in the chat. I got to check because me and Kerry, we were going at it in our fantasy league. I think I done beat Kerry, y'all. I think I done beat Kerry. It's over. I put it up on Twitter. I'm like, who y'all think gonna win? They're like, I think Kerry got you, Bo. I'm like, okay, all right. 132 to 104.
Oh, so everybody's saying that the Bills came back and won, and they signed Matt Prater, and he won with a kick.
Oh, they signed him.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't. So they went out and got him.
So they went out and got. He was probably stocking shelves, and they went out like, "Hey, can you still kick? We need a kicker."
Daggum. Groove Tone says kickers are important.
They are important.
They are very important.
People underestimate the value of a good kicker
until you need one.
Yeah, until you need one. Exactly.
Until you need one.
Exactly.
Daggum.
Somebody said, I wish I could go back and find the comment. I probably could. Somebody said that Younghoe Koo left before he could talk to the media.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
What does that mean?
What you mean? What did that mean?
Okay, it was Lex Zone 6. He said apparently Koo left the stadium before the media could go to the locker room. And someone else also noted, it was Lex Zone 6 again, that not a single player went to Koo to give him words of encouragement or comfort after that missed kick. They turned against him. They turned against him?
Wait a minute. What the doc said? What you trying to say, Coach Ronnie?
About what?
Important to turn kickers who ain't performing?
Important
You said churn kickers?
I was just saying that kickers are important.
Yeah.
And in moments like this, you really see why.
Yeah, you really see why
you need a good kicker. And that's even down to like high school levels. The teams that have good kickers, even on the high school level, do better because they have the ability to kick field goals. And a lot of teams don't.
They don't.
At the high school level. So that gives you an edge over a lot of teams if you have somebody that can kick field goals. Same in college. We just saw yesterday the USF. They are an underdog, unranked, smaller school. They beat number 13, Florida. Their kicker kicked a field goal. It was all field goals. They didn't score a touchdown. It was all field goals. And they won that game. Kickers are important, y'all. And they're acting like, oh, well, since I have emotional investment, he'll be all right. He'll snap out of it. No, this is a role that is heavily dependent on their confidence and their ability. And when both of those things are shaken, you can't keep going with them because this is a vital role on the team. You got to find somebody that can do the job consistently.
Exactly. Now, what the doc say? He said, "Yep, exactly." I'm being sarcastic.
Okay, I got you.
So you said they said that Cool left before the media.
Yeah, that's what Lex Zone 6 is.
How do you feel about that?
To me, to be honest, that feels like he knows that something's coming. If you're trying to dodge the media and you're leaving before anybody has the chance to talk to you, I think you know where you stand, and I think you have a really good idea that you're not in a good place right now.
Yeah. I think it's weak.
I mean, of course. Mentally, what did I say? You have to be mentally strong as a kicker, and clearly his confidence has been going for a while. So much so that you don't even want the media questioning you, probably because it'll affect you even more. But that's a part of the job, being questioned by the media, win or loss. You're still supposed to take those questions. Win or loss, you're here taking slack and taking people talking smack in your chat or adding you or calling you or texting you. But week after week, you're still here talking and facing the music. We stay to the very end of the game. It doesn't matter if we get blown out or not.
Exactly.
We stay there until there's zeros on that clock.
Exactly.
So, like, if your job is to kick and then speak to the media, speak to the media.
Yeah.
Don't run away.
The only reason you're in that locker room is because you can kick the ball.
Right.
You don't have any other special. You can't run fast. You're not extremely strong. You can kick the ball really well. And you have to be accountable for what you do, good or bad. Now, if you would have made the kick and then made the kick in overtime,
you would have been there.
You would have been there
been in that locker room
with bells on. Because I done seen you on social media like partying with Cordell Patterson in this Sprinter van after you made kicks to win games. So you got to take the good with the bad, right? You know, so yeah, look, that's ooh, look here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Yuri says Cool's not holding himself accountable like that makes him look really bad.
Yeah. And let's be clear, we're not blaming Cool for the loss. You can't blame a kicker for the loss, but we are blaming him for missing those kicks.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, look, we had a whole lot more opportunities to win the game.
I mean, we saw that last couple of minutes. There were like 2 fake touchdowns. Like, there were all kinds of stuff going on. So it definitely wasn't that kick that cost us.
Exactly.
Just that kick, I'll say.
Exactly.
That was a team failure right there.
That was a team failure, and we accept that.
Yeah.
But Willie Doc says, but Cool will be the scapegoat for this loss. I mean, you're right. You're right. Unfortunately. Larry Walker said Kansas City, they play their starters in the preseason. Look, there's a lot of teams that do. Unfortunately, you know, that's where we're at. Atlanta Dawg says Greg Zuerlein is available. So people done start looking around. I
think Greg Zuerlein lost it a little while ago too.
Yeah, he did.
He used to be my kicker on fantasy.
I remember that.
I was killing it with him too during his heyday.
Carl Johnson said somebody just saw Cool at Magic City last night.
No, they didn't.
So you don't kick that ball at your Cool.
I got you. Doing a couple of fake kicks. I got y'all. Look at that. I
swing that leg, baby. You gotta swing that leg.
Oh, you know what you do need to talk about? How did Michael Penix do today?
All right, so I want to ask everybody in the chat. I want to grade an A, B, C, D, or F. What grade would y'all give Michael Penix for this being his first start as the unquestioned starter going into the season? What grade would y'all give Mike? A, B, C, D, or F? Now, Michael Penix, first of all, young man has heart. Like that's one thing that I do have to say. He put his body on the line a whole bunch of times. He eluded the pocket. He made a lot of great throws. His arm is live. Yeah. Like he could sling that tater.
Yeah.
So what grade would y'all give Michael Penix? A, B, C, D, or F? Look here, y'all came in here quick with it. Washington Johnson says, what do y'all think of the play caller? The play caller was rough, Bo. The play caller was rough. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. Some things were predictable. I didn't understand why they were doing the things that they were doing. The play caller was rough. Now I had to go back and watch the highlights. That Bills Ravens game must have been crazy.
It was a good game.
Daggone. See, Carrie, she talk about the Bills Ravens. She didn't say nothing about that fantasy loss.
Okay.
It's all right.
One little win.
It's all right, Carrie. You see.
Can't stop talking about
can't
it.
Stop talking. Can't stop. Won't stop. Rockefeller record. See, we get down. See, we
get down. Love.
Y'all don't know about it. Oh man! All right, so let me see what grades y'all got. It says from the 3AD gives Michael Penix an A+. A1 says A-. Willie Doc says A- for his heart alone, and Willie Doc knows hearts because he's a doctor.
He's a real doctor, y'all. Comes with his stethoscope on and everything. He's a real doctor.
Craig hashtag cut cool says B-.
That was just so quick. Like, he immediately went to change that screen name.
You're like, you know what? I got something for you. Carl Thomas gives Penix an A. Stuart Rogers gives him a C. Is that Captain America cousin? Steve Rogers' cousin?
Stuart Rogers.
Well, Amy says, if I'm Michael Penix Jr., I'm cussing the OC of Raheem Morris out. Man, that's aggressive. Meek says, I give him a solid B. JBM says, with no running game. Lamar says B+. Coach Roney says B+.
Room for improvement.
Okay. B Little says A+. Now I'm trying to know how to pronounce this. Tidonius? Is that right? Yes, Tidonius says A+. Ty Breezy says A-. Not good but so good says a B. Hilarious 10 Gaming says B. From the 3AD says A+. Skyler. Oh, look, I'm old, y'all. I'm old.
I don't get that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, old coach, I'll be getting it sometimes, y'all. I'll be getting I went to the barbershop the other day. They trimmed up some of these eyebrow hair. Like, hey, what you doing? Got the eyebrow hair going on. I want them orange gold. I'm getting old, y'all. Sorry. Skyler says C+. Dirty Bird says B+. Okay. M. Roberts B+. Johan Lopez says B+. Monte Carlo says A+. Ron Johnson with the B++, almost an A. Take Care says B-. Jermaine Simmons says A-. Okay. So it looks like Penix is getting pretty good grades. Lex says A-. Penix wasn't perfect. but he made the game winnable. So somebody mentioned a little bit earlier while I'm explaining this, I'm going to put everybody's grades up here, Emmanuel and Falcons and Ricky Reese and everybody. Somebody mentioned that the last 3 games, the last 4 games, including the ones last year, Michael Penix either won or he took the team to overtime or was on the brink of taking the team to overtime in the last 4 games that he's played in.
They haven't been blowouts, that's for sure.
They have not been blowouts.
Been competitive the whole time.
And you know what that reminds me a lot of?
What?
That reminds me a lot of Matt Ryan.
Oh, Matt.
Because one thing that we knew whenever we would go into a game is that we knew we would have a chance to win.
Yeah.
And that's what you want from your quarterback.
I mean, even in this game, when we had a limited amount of time to get the ball down the field to score, we were like, hey, this was Matt Ryan's bread and butter.
Yes.
Matt Ryan killed these moments.
Yes.
Get that ball down there quickly. And look, I don't think Michael Penix did a bad job. We actually had 2 plays where we could have scored. They just couldn't catch it.
They couldn't catch it. Yeah.
Right, it might have been more than 2. It might have been 3 because wasn't there one where they just missed it? Like he got us. He marches down the field. He got us in a position to score.
Yeah. I mean,
so it looks so promising.
It looks very promising. You know, unfortunately, we're having issues with the coaching, but it looks very promising. And I see everybody's grades with the B's and the A's in here from the dead. Well, amen. Brandon James, everybody's getting their grades in. I agree with you. I'll give him a B+.
You think it was B+?
I give him a B+, and I feel like it's one of those cases where, we didn't get the win, but it's so promising. He put his body on the line. He stood in the pocket for the last possible second. He took a lot of hits today, a whole bunch of hits. I remember
he didn't have a lot of time in that pocket.
He didn't. But you got to think about it. You got two guys on that offensive line that haven't played with everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and including not in the
preseason.
Preseason.
I was just going to ask, would they have possibly had an opportunity to play with everyone in games that didn't count before the season?
Like a
what?
Preseason.
Yeah, like that. Cause look, why is his name escaping me? The quarterback I know his name from Tampa. Oh, he's on my fantasy team.
Oh, Baker.
Oh my God, Baker Mayfield. It was not coming to me. But yeah, Baker Mayfield, he had a lot of time back there.
Yeah, he did.
He had a lot of time back there.
He did.
Meanwhile, Michael Penix had 0.22 seconds to get that ball out because they were on him like white on rice.
Glass of milk. Paper plate in the snowstorm. Man. Carrie coming in from Twitter, she said the play calling was rough, too predictable, couldn't even establish the run. We have one of the best running back duos in the league. Thought Zach Robinson was going to open the playbook up this season. I thought last season was limited because of Kurt. I mean, and you're right.
I hate when people say that. That always bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, they're just not opening the playbook because A, B, and C. No, open it up. If it's in there, play it, do it.
And play it. Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe some you use less than others because they don't work as well. But why are people always saying like, oh, well, he's not opening it up because of A, B, and C? You don't know till you try.
You don't know till you try.
And so you're telling me that you're coming here half-heartedly, half trying? Get that out of here. That makes me so upset.
Yeah. It's built-in excuses.
It is an excuse. That's what it feels like.
Well, the doc says, y'all funny. He says you make a thumbnail be a picture of Michael Penix playing in the preseason. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait.
Well, look at here. So we were on here 24 hours ago before the season started with a completely different energy. at 11:55, hyped and with a pep rally about the season. And here we are, defeated 24 hours later. But look, y'all, it's just the beginning of the season. So, moving forward, let's hope for the best. Against Minnesota, we started off slow offensively last year. We had the same complaints, but hopefully, Zach Robinson can pick it up. I know it's late; it's 11:56, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming on and chopping it up with us. Thank y'all so much. We're gonna have a good time this season, right? Just like Trey said, there's 17 games left, 17 weeks left in the season. So look, before y'all head out, I need you to make sure you wipe your feet. Hit that like button for us. I would definitely greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure you share the channel with your friends and family. Let them know there's old country boy that loves to sit around and talk about sports. And every now and then, Coach Roney will come in and talk some trash too.
Drop some knowledge bombs.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. But look, we're going to have a good time with it, per usual. And look, let's lock and load for the rest of the season, Bo. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Rise up, A-Town down. What in the world, Bo?